cars, classic like Elizabeth Taylor. Need you to romance me, I need a give and not a take. What I need is 'cause I could love you.
My classmates. The class is very fun.
The faculties of this particular institute, they are one of the finest faculties. They help us in every possible way that they can.
I mean, Excel on X's, paper.
Because negotiation with my agent, it was the best option that fits with me. IABM was the most complete for me regarding good English, learning the tourists that I want to learn.
I feel confident. I see a lot of different possibilities even outside of Malta. Due to its diversity, the course followed not just the European but the British rules and regulations as well.
My body was a boat, could you steer that sailor?
My teacher is Aldair. My teacher is very fun. It's very funny doing the classes. I have some problems to keep focused sometimes with different topics. He always brings the topics entertaining.
Because Malta used to be famous of its hospitality, of its approach towards human needs. Malta is a very place.
English is spoken widely. The job opportunities are not.
Couple of things depends on your personality, I think. If you love beautiful landscapes, beautiful views, historical places, come here. If you want to have a lovely mixed culture experience, here.
Make it up much better, so I hope you're gonna make it all worth it, worth it. Ooh, worth it. Could you steer that sailor? Make it feel like it's a 1960s Hollywood trailer. Classic like cars, classic like Elizabeth Taylor. Need you to romance me, I need a give and not a take. What I need is 'cause I could love you.
My classmates. The class is very fun.
The faculties of this particular institute, they are one of the finest faculties. They help us in every possible way that they can.
I mean, Excel on X's, paper.
Because negotiation with my agent, it was the best option that fits with me. IABM was the most complete for me regarding good English, learning the tourists that I want to learn.
I feel confident. I see a lot of different possibilities even outside of Malta. Due to its diversity, the course followed not just the European but the British rules and regulations as well.
My body was a boat, could you steer that sailor?
My teacher is Aldair. My teacher is very fun. It's very funny doing the classes. I have some problems to keep focused sometimes with different topics. He always brings the topics entertaining.
Because Malta used to be famous of its hospitality, of its approach towards human needs. Malta is a very diverse place.
English is spoken widely. The job opportunities are not.
Couple of things depends on your personality, I think. If you love beautiful landscapes, beautiful views, historical places, come here. If you want to have a lovely mixed culture experience, here.
Make it up much better. So we're gonna make it all worth it, worth it, worth it, worth it. Ooh, worth it.
Hello, good afternoon with everyone. Welcome to the Study in Malta with International Institute by Malta webinar. My name is Susan Leon. I am part of the International Institute by Malta team. This session is designed to guide our future students. We will start by introducing our institute, the courses we offer, what studying life is like in Malta, and the admissions and visa process. In the second part of the webinar, we will dedicate time to answer any questions you may have. Please use the chat to write your questions. Remember to write clearly so we can answer each one at the end of the webinar. Okay, let's talk a little bit about Malta. Malta is an English-speaking country in the heart of the Mediterranean Ocean, composed of three main islands, Malta, Gozo, and Comino. In spite of being one of the smallest countries in the world, it is a perfect destination for international students. The International Institute by Malta, or IIBM, is a new concept in continuing and higher education, supported by the Malta Further and Higher Education Authority. We have a valid license. We offer a wide range of over 50 programs in various educational areas. About our accreditation, the qualification of our courses are issued by UK awarding bodies such as NCFE, OTHME, CPD, and additionally, we are a test center of the International Certification of Digital Literacy. That means ICDL. About our courses. These are some of the courses that currently available in our institute, but in this webinar, we will present to you our level 5 diplomas in tourism, health, and logistic management in Malta. Let's talk about our diploma in tourism and hospitality management. This qualification is to provide learners with a specialist program of study that provides a depth of knowledge and understanding of key aspects within the tourism and hospitality sector. Here you can see some units you will take at the first year of your studies, such as, for example, service marketing in tourism and hospitality, and also event management. And in the second year, can you see some of the courses? For example, you can see here digital marketing, management, and tourism hospitality, of, for example, management of human resources. There are some of the courses that you will take. Okay, we can continue with our diploma in health and social care management. And this qualification is to equip learners with the underpinning knowledge, understanding, and skill required for a career of further study in the health and social care sector at a material level. So here you can see again some units that you will take in the first year of the studies, such as communication in the career professional and research management in a health and social care, And in the second year, for example, you will study working in partnership in health and social care, and for example, professional supporting in the health and social care too. So this is about our diploma on health and social care. And we will continue with our diploma of logistic and supply chain management. These qualifications is to provide learners with a specialist program of study that provides a depth of knowledge and understanding of the key aspects within the logistic and supply chain management sector. So here you can see some units that you will take in the first year of your studies. For example, operation and logistic management and finance and accounting. And in the second year, you will be study principles and concepts of of strategy, principles and concept of supply chain management. You will study two contemporary issues in supply chain management too. So there are the general information about our programs. Okay, so to summarize the information about our diplomas, it is important to highlight that they have a duration of 2 years with a total of 240 credits. They are all equivalent to a level 5 in Malta. That means equivalent to a second year of graduation in India. It is important to emphasize that the title obtained when you finish the diploma will be issued by OTHM. This is an awarding body regulated but of call Office of the Qualifications and Examination Regulation in England. So that is very important because this title is awarded by this awarding body. Okay. So please, all the people that stay here in the webinar, remember that to share your question, your doubts in the chat. So in the last part of the webinar, the head of our school will be answer all your questions. So please write very clearly to avoid any inconvenience. Okay? So we will continue. This is the part of the registration requirements. It's very necessary to follow these requirements to enroll to our diplomas. So please, it's important that you send to us the passport, a passport photograph, original passport with a minimum value of 3 months from the completion of the certifications, your curriculum vitae, your previous academic reports, including certificates from secondary, technical, or university study if you have, and English professional certificate. This is optional. But if you don't have these certificates, you need to get an interview with our team because it's very important that we need to prove your level of English. What more? We have here the benefits of our institute, of our diplomas. These are accredited here in Malta and in UK too. These courses are skill-based courses. We have scholarships available too. In the next slides, we will explain it with more details about the scholarships. And remember that our next intake is in July, so it's necessary to apply as soon as possible as we are in the final stretch. After the July intake, our next admissions will be starting in October. Okay, I think this is all for this part of the presentation. The second part of the presentation will be made by my colleague Veronica Pulido. So let me check if Veronica is there. Veronica, are you there?
Okay, hello Susan, I'm here. Welcome again to everyone. My name is Veronica Pulido. I'm part of the International Institute by Malta team. So let's continue with the admission process. To start with the admission process, it's necessary for you to send all the required documents to the email address shown on the screen. Remember to mention in the body of the email the course you are interested in, and if your profile meets the necessary requirements, we will send you a pre-offer letter that you must resend properly signed. After that, you must make the payment of the admission fee to start with your visa process. Um, about fees. These are the fees for the 2 years courses. The admission fee is 300 euros and is not refundable as it's cover administrative expenses. The tuition fee for the first years of studies is 5,500 euros and this will be paid in two parts. The first part before applying for the visa and the second part must be paid no later than 15 days after obtaining the visa. It's important to note that in order to provide the necessary documents for your visa process, each student must be paid the first part of the tuition fee, which is 2,750 euros. This amount can be paid through our payment links, or it can also be arranged with your bank demand draft for the amount of 2,750 euros. We want to inform you that for the second years, we have available a scholarship for 2,500 euros for all students. This means that you will only have to pay 3,000 euros. And please remember to share your doubts and questions in the chat. Sorry. Okay, let's continue. Uh, about Malta visa student. All the students who are not part of the European Union and want to study in Malta for a long-term course needs to apply for a study visa. To do this, it's necessary to schedule an appointment with the Center Visa Unit of Malta. This appointment has a cost of 150 euros, and we can help you schedule this service. Prior to schedule this appointment, it's necessary to arrange all the required visa documents. On the day of the appointment, all the required documents must be presented properly signed. After that, you must wait for the response via email on average 4 weeks. With the confirmation of the approval for your visa, you can already schedule your arrival date in Malta. And about life in Malta. Okay, this is a question of or many students regarding the expenses that every student needs to cover when living in Malta. We share some fixed monthly expenses. And rent for a shared rooms is around 250 euros. Transportation is free in Malta, but there is a one-time payment of 25 euros for the student card. If terms of food expenses, the average cost is 30 euros per week. And for mobile internet service, you can buy a SIM card for as low as 10 euros and then recharge it whenever is necessary. All these fixed expenses amount to a total of 380 euros per month. This amount is an average, however, it can vary depending on each student's reality. And regarding accommodation, IBM offers shares room only for male students, and the price for this is 250 euros per month. Okay, this is our graduation ceremony and orientation session for 2023. This event took place in the conference room of the Waterfront Hotel in Malta. That day also saw the graduation of the Diploma in Health and Social Care Management. The event ended with integration dinner where all our students and faculties could interact and get to know each other better. Um, okay. Well, in the advertisement for this webinar, you have been able to see that we were offering a 40% of discount of the admission fee and 1 month of free groceries for all future students. Okay, in this case, we want to explain what is this promotion. Will be valid for the first 10 students who start admission process with us. That means they must be sent their documents and receive the pre-offer letter and make the payment of the admission fee. Okay, we hope the information has been clear and has resolved many of your doubts. Um, we encourage to you to start your educational journey with us. Remember, my name is Veronica Pulido, and me and the IBM team will be delighted to assist you and help you through all the process. Okay, as we had mentioned, this webinar is divided into parts, an informative one and a question and answer session. In this part of the webinar, we are joining with Anil Babu. He is the head of our school, who will be answering the questions that you have shared with us through the chat. We will try to answer all the questions in the time we have available. Good afternoon, Anil. Welcome.
Thank you very much, Susan and Veronica, for your presentation about our courses at IIBM. So now we turn with the Q&A session. So I could able to see some questions that you have been raised to in the Instagram, and also we received some questions. So we can I can discuss these questions one by one. So the first question, most of the students was asked about what is the scholarship available for tourism and hospitality management. So as Susan and Veronica have explained in their presentation, so the first year, the tuition fee will be 5,500 euros. You will not have any scholarship in the first year, but instead in the second year, you have to pay only 3,000 euros. So 2,500 euros, you will receive a scholarship in the second year program of your diploma. So apart from these, we also have a Get Qualified scheme, which is provided by Malta. But this scholarship will be provided after completion of your course. You have to find a job in Malta in the similar field of tourism, so that you can ask for a 70% of a refund of your tuition fee after finding a job in Malta. Okay, so these are the two types of benefits that you will receive once you enroll with us in the IIBM, because which is a great opportunity that was provided by even the Malta government, where you can get the 70% of tuition fee refund after completion of your course. It's very important to get the job in a similar field again. The second question, which I see from the audience was, do we have any placement? See, regarding the placements, we have an internship opportunities where we have an placement team assistants will give you an opportunity to work in to gain the knowledge practically during your course. So you can gain practically the knowledge of related to your course in the healthcare and management sector, as well as tourism and hospitality. So little by little, you will get in contact with the employers, so that it's easy for getting the job opportunities. So, and at the same time, you have to successfully complete the course in order to work in Malta. It's important that you have to obtain and gain the skills according to the Maltese market. So then only you will be get placed once you complete the course. So we are here to train you in a way that how to meet the standards of the Malta to get the opportunity in the market after completion of your course. So another question that I see that what will be the next intake of the course? So we don't have the September, but once if we finish the July intake, we have another intake in October 2024. But the students can start applying for even for October intake if they are interested in enrolling in the programs with us. So they can also send the documents to our email ID that was specified by Veronica and Susan during their webinar. And so total 2-year fee. So the first year, as I said, what will be the total tuition fee for 2-year programs? So this is another question that a similar question was received from a different audience. So as I said, again, will be 5,500 euros, and the second year will be 3,000 euros. The total tuition fee for 2 years, it will be 8,500 euros will be the tuition fee. And each year you have to pass the exams during the course so that you will be promoted to the second year, and the second year you will receive the scholarship. As I said, the total tuition fee to complete the course will be 8,500 euros for 2 years diploma. So the another question which I received was, do you provide a part-time jobs in study time? So we don't provide any part-time jobs, but instead through your residence permit after coming to the Malta, you are legally can work for 20 hours a week as a part-time. So we don't provide any jobs, but you can find and you are legally allowed in Malta to work for 20 hours a week with your residence permit, the study residence permit. So the next question was about the university provide. So as I said, we are the institute with further higher education. We have the accommodation facilities. The question is related to the accommodation. We have 2 hostels, which is managed by the institute. So all the expenses was being stated during the presentation. It will be 250 euros per person in a shared accommodation, and there will be a common kitchen for everyone to cook, and there will be a common washrooms and the common sharing rooms will be available in the hostel. Okay, so related to accommodation, yes, we are there to provide you the accommodation, but it is in a paid accommodation. Okay, so another question is we can assist you in terms of the part-time job for the food delivery jobs, which is more demandable in Malta. So you can do the delivery jobs during the study of your course, at least 20 hours. As I said, you can work during your study because you will be having 4 hours of lessons, and the remaining time you are free to work in Malta to earn money. Okay. So as I see another question about accommodation. Again, I have already cleared about the accommodation. It is in a sharing accommodation. How many persons in a sharing accommodation? Again, the same question, but it is in a different way. Audience was being asked. So it's we have a 3-room sharing, 4-room sharing rooms where you have to share the room with the other students of the institute. So three people or 4 people will be shared one room, and they has to use a common kitchen with again with the other students. And I already explained about the prices for each and every month that you has to pay when you are staying in the institute accommodation. Or if you want, you can also find accommodation in the outside, but from the institute side, we are ready to accommodate the students in the sharing accommodation. Okay, so and also the students was been asking about the placements. As I said, if it depends upon the availability, again we are ready to assist you and guide you in all the ways where we have the contacts. Okay, so another question was I heard about the visa rejections. So it depends upon the profile. So Here we are there you to guide in 100% to get the visa. The success ratio is more when compared to the other countries. So the proper documentation is required in order to convince the visa officer to get an approval of the visa. So we have to respect and follow the regulations during the entire visa processing from the beginning to until the end of the process. Then only you will receive the visa. So if you don't follow the guidelines properly, what is specified by the central visa unit, you will be going to get the refusal of the visa. So our team will be in touch with you during the entire processing, and we are ready to assist you and guide you to reach a successful visa approval. Okay. So one more question was again 2 years to fee. As I said again, the 2-year tuition fee will be of 8,500 euros for 2 years diploma course. And the first year will be the 5,500 euros, and the second year will be the 3,000 euros. The tuition fee will be, because since you are with the scholarship in the second year, you are no need to pay of 2,500 euros, because we are providing you the scholarship in the second year. So we have done with all the questions. So is there any other questions that we can able to receive? Just we will see in the chat box. So a health and social care management course next intake. So the next intake will be in the July. After finish of the July, we have the October 2024 intake, but you have to send the documents right now. We will start evaluating you, and if your application is suitable, we will start releasing the pre-offer letters for even for October 2024 intake. But important that you have to send us the documents. So our director of the institute also here with us. So he will be going to share some of the important aspects related to our institute. Thank you.
Yes, thank you, Dr. Anil. Dr. Anil has explained very well. Let me introduce myself. My name is Sajid Samnani. I am the director of the International Institute by Malta. So there are some of the crucial questions might be arising in your mind, and maybe you are not asking about the questions. So let me clear about some of the visa point of view. What happens during our research in the market? First and foremost things, the mistake the students is generally doing to go with the agents. Whenever you go with the agents, you won't find anything something related to the authentic centric things. Like they will be always like a money centric, that they will always try to gain the money from you. So they will, many of the agents doesn't have a clue that how to file the visa process and how to do. Let me clear some of the biggest points. Maybe you might be getting misguided, but the most clear process you can do directly with the institute. We have our support department separately to provide the assistance to the students. So most common reason for the rejections are, first and foremost thing is that the cover letter. Maybe your agencies and you are not making the proper cover letter, because not all the students are getting interview from the central visa unit. So they have to assess your visa filing based on your cover letter. Another thing is, whenever you have any study gap, you must provide the work experience letter related to the course you have applied. The main point of view of the central visa unit, that yet you prove that you are coming for the study, not for study, for not for only work. So whenever you are not able to explain that you are coming here for study, not only work, so at the time the visa is being rejected, because you are not creating any kind of link between your profile, between your course, and then just you just apply and just decide that none of the person is the responsible, only your documents and how you will describe yourself during the interview. And the third things, as I said, the interview is the most important part. When you're going to get the interview, that means you have a chance to get the visa. But most of the students lose the opportunity because they don't work hard. for the visa interview. It is very, very, very necessary that you research something about Malta. We know that you are coming here for study as well as work, but there are certain rules and regulations that you have to follow. So at least you have to know about your course. You need to know about your the country where you are going to work and you are going to study. So these are the more interview, more important, more questions, and more important factors that will help you to approve your visa. And we know about it. That's why we always encourage that you directly approach to the institute. You will get the more faster response, even the most knowledgeable, because we are the people who pass the information to the agents, but they manipulate to you, and they are not the properly authorized to guide you. So we know better than them, so you directly come to us. Avoid the huge consultancy fee, because we never ever recommend any agents to process. But if you are sending your files to the agents, we have to process your admission. But you don't have to pay any single penny to agents when you have the direct contact with the institute. Regarding the jobs, I have read your questions. We have a collaboration of couple of food delivery companies. So as a part time, we can help you to get the job over there if you are having the international driving license for the bike. The rest of the things you need to search a little bit, because it's not hard to find a job here. Because if you will check the recent research of the European Union, then Malta has a second lowest employment ratio. I mean, first is Czech Republic, second is Malta. So lowest unemployment ratio needs only 0.01% difference. So that means we have lots of job here. It just, you must have little bit ability to find it. Second is just wait for the ID card. Generally now it doesn't take more than a 1 month to get the TRP card. So then you can work anywhere. You just need to register. We will guide you how to process everything legally, because that's really helpful for that. Regarding the rejections that everybody is asking, this is the main reason when you don't file proper documentation and your profile is not that much of suitable, because they have only one reason to reject, that they found that you are going to come here but you are not going to back to your country. So that is the main question. Internship with other countries. See, if it's there are the several types of, this is the topic that where we can discuss throughout the day. Internship, that means that you get the practical experience. Most of the students just consider it as a part of earning. This is the really, really wrong mentality, that you are here for the internship. That means you are going to get the practical experience. We do help to the all the genuine students to get the internship, but still you have to also pass through the particular interview. It depends on the availability, depends on the intake where you come. So there are lots of factors, but yes, if you are also able to find some internship, we will help you. We can provide you the necessary document to travel to other country. When you have the valid documents for that, we don't have any kind of issue if you are found any kind of internship over there. So internship, as I ask you, that directly applying for the internship, that is not possible. You need to join a course and then you can apply for the internship. And even for the job, you can apply after getting the resident permit. And this is a very easy things that you, when you come here, your study must be your priority. If you will keep your study, because we have the lots of students here who are now earning more than 2,000, 2,500 euro per month in the professional sectors, who have literally cleared their course at very genuine way. You have only 1.5 year to 2 years to just complete your course. If you are not able to give your 100% in just your 2 years, that means you are just going to do the only blue collar job. But if you want to gain a job that gives you more pay and that gives you more respect and give you more money, then you have to at least complete the proper year, because we are the only institute among those institute who provide the dual degree, that you are going to get the degree from Malta as well as from UK. So you have the dual degree. So I have the question. Just I passed diploma in radiography 8 years ago. Can we apply for the bachelor's? Yes, you can apply for the bachelor's. Regarding the master's program, we are going to launch a post graduation diploma in within a month. but it will be related to the management and leadership. So the people who have completed the bachelor's, they can apply. But even though we have the level 5 programs, those are not only diploma, but those are leading to diploma, like a bachelor's degree. Our all the programs are the bachelor's degree. But in Malta, there is education system that the bachelor's degree are divided into three: level 4, 5, and 6. So level 1, 4 means the first year of graduation, level 5 is the second year of graduation, and level 6 is the third year of graduation. So according to your uh, comfortness, your financial situation, you can continue the program, but at least we are providing till level 5 to everyone. So regarding the radiography, here there are the huge scope. If you come here with healthcare programs, during that time, if you get the license from there, and so we will connect you some of the government institutions where you can get the job in radiography. So, but you must have an experience over there. So there are lots of, because currently we have the collaboration with the government, and they are going to develop their sectors during the cancer research and everywhere. So over time, they will have a huge requirement of the radiography. Uh, Another question is, hello, I am from Nepal. How can we apply for the medical job? So I would like to clear that this is not an placement webinar, or we are not any kind of consultancy service. We are here to provide you the education to get the good job and a good study. First, you complete your study, and then you can get the good job. But please do not expect anything if you are coming here for the job only, because that is against the law, and that could be problematic for you if you are here coming only for the job only, not for the study, because you are investing something which is for the study, not for the job. Job is should be your aspect, but it should be the secondary option. uh, I have get refused from your college, Mr. Fu. What is the success rate now? As we have already explained, maybe you missed the things. The success ratio is totally depends on your profile, and I'm definitely sure that you have processed through the agencies. We don't know how they prepared your file, how the things is going on. The problem of the students, always they always keep applying, keep applying, keep applying. They never ever think about the documentation. They just always rely on the students. It's very simple process, that there is a checklist that you need to find the documents and you need to apply. Currently we received the 10 visas in the last week, and still we are going to get the visa. So we never had any issue, because we have the most visa success ratio in the Malta, because we always follow the rule. We don't entertain any people who come here for the job, because these are the against the law, and it's called as a human trafficking if you are bringing some people here for other purpose. So when you are going to get reject, I know it is heartbreaking, but you need to always accept the rejection. First, accept the rejection. Second, find out the problems, because government is not the enemy. They always want genuine people to come here in Malta, because it's very small island. They want everything work properly. So even the previous year, we have the highest number of students compared to every institute. We have more than 100 students at a time. So we are still in the side, but the thing is that we always want to follow the rules. Being a foreigner, being a local person, everybody has the responsibility to follow the rules and regulations. During your visa, we provide you the accommodation letter, which is quite more valid than you put the documents like booking.com and all. So the main major mistake the student do when there is an rejections, there is a reason that there is a they always mention that there is a purpose of stay. The purpose of stay, it doesn't mean that you have the problem of the documents that we have provided to. That means they have the doubt that you will come to Malta, you will stay here, and you will never go back to your country. That is the reasons. You will get always the reason like that. They have always doubt regarding your purpose of stay, or other things. They will always provide a justification of the purpose of stay. That means the reasons that you provided in your cover letter, that was not the genuine. So these are the mainly guys. You are the students. You can at least read it properly, and you can check it. Maybe your agents are misguiding you. Maybe they did the mistakes in their visa filing, but this is the real things that immigration, whenever they will found any doubt that you will not come back, go back to your country, they will definitely reject you. So these are the main reason, and always it will be the same reason. But there is no, and there is another person who are asking for the, that we already told you, we are not the work permit agencies. Don't expect any kind of jobs like you, how can I apply job to Portugal or this, because we are not the placement agencies. And right now, for your kind information, Portugal has stopped providing the permits to the foreigners who are coming on the tourist visa. So if somebody is provide you the any offers, just avoid it because it might lead to the fraud. But we are the international college. We do not provide any kind of job guarantee or any kind of lucrative offers. That was the things that you already mentioned, that you get the rejections the two times. It's mentioned the intended stay was not reliable. That means intended when your intention of the stay was not reliable, because they don't trust you, that you, they don't trust you that you will not come, they are thinking that you will not go back to your country. Maybe you are from India, you're from Nepal, but wherever you are, but they are thinking that you will only stay in Malta for your work purpose, like, or other purpose, and you will never go back to your country. So this is the main reject there. And if you are already rejected two times, you need to wait. Do not apply anywhere. This is our suggestion, because first you need to rectify, wait for at least for the 6 months. If you are already, if you will keep applying, you will be keep rejected, because there is no meaning to just apply and just get rejected, just apply and get rejected, because we know that you all are the desperate and interested to come here, but the practically it is not possible. We have to always we have to think about the what are the realities are there. I think I have cleared from my side. Is there any questions? And one more thing, there are the rumors in the market is going on that there are the 6 month study, 6 month paid internship. Those are the really fake rumors. None of the Asian countries, there are maybe one or two country might be providing, but we do not consider. And none of the country can offer this kind of programs like 6 month study, 6 month internship according to law. If the law might be changed, we will update everything on our official page. Whenever somebody is providing you the lucrative offer, first and foremost, we always suggest do not go to any agency. You directly apply to us. We have the our own offices in India that will help you locally to prepare the documents. But I always suggest to avoid the agencies. And second thing, whenever you get any kind of lucrative offer, if you have always an helpline number on your admission letter, and always you will find the helpline number on our Google and everywhere. Just ask us, and then you just act on these things. Otherwise you might be the part of the most of the fraudulent activity, because there are the many of the rumors and the fake offers are going on by our institute, because we are the top here. That's why they might using us our name to just gain the money and do the fraud with you. But kindly be wiseful and do not provide attention to this kind of offers.
Okay. Thank you, Sajid. Thank you, Anil, for all the information that you shared with us. I think we don't have more questions in the chat. So this is the last part of the webinar, and we hope that we can resolve all your doubts and your questions. So if not, you have our email in the chat, so you can share all your questions in our email. And okay, thank you again for your time.
All our team will be delighted to assist you if you decide to study with us for the next intake. Remember to follow us in the social media, and thank you again for your time, and see you soon in the next webinar. Bye-bye. Thank you.
Bye-bye. Thank you to everyone for who are attending for this webinar. Hope to see you soon in Malta and start your process for the next coming intakes.
Bye-bye, Annie. Bye-bye,
Bye.
everyone. See you. Bye-bye.